Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So it's been a long time. I've been quite busy, and I have a lot of clients international asking me, Evan, why don't you share some content on management, leadership, and what is going on? So, what I have decided to share with you today, it's a hot topic, I believe, and I want to share with you my thoughts. And I hope that by the end of this talk, you will have a better understanding of VUCA, of what VUCA is, and I want to talk about how to lead in a VUCA world. It's a very hot topic, and as I said, by the end of this talk, I hope that we can all have a better understanding of what VUCA is and how we can lead effectively in this, complex business environment. You probably agree that over the last, 3 years, the business world is changing a lot. Um, COVID, inflation, the great resignation, the war in Ukraine, refugees, and all that. So we really live in a VUCA world. Um, but let me start with the basics. What is VUCA? So VUCA stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. These four elements, I suppose, describe the unpredictable and rapidly changing nature of the modern business world. You know what? A business environment, today's business environment, is really characterized by a high degree of volatility, where markets can shift quickly. Disruptive technologies, as you know, can emerge at any moment. There is also a great deal of uncertainty as geopolitical events, economic factors, and other factors can impact businesses in unexpected ways. So if you are running a business, especially an SME, a small medium enterprise, where you don't have a lot of resources, or if you are a manager or a C-suite, how do you do that? How do you manage? How can you manage? It's not easy. So the business world is also increasingly lately complex, with organizations, with companies having to navigate multiple stakeholder groups, regulatory frameworks, and cultural differences. And finally, ambiguous refers to the fact that there is often no clear cause and effect relationship between events in the corporate world, in the business world. But you may ask me, okay, Evan, why does VUCA matter? Well, for leaders, for C-suites, for executives, for SME business owners, the ability, I suppose, to navigate VUCA is critical. So leaders who are skilled in leading in a VUCA world, I do believe that are better able to anticipate and respond to change, make informed decisions in uncertain circumstances, and build resilient organizations that can thrive in the face, obviously, of adversity. So how can you lead effectively in the VUCA world? Let's explore some strategies. Let me share with you some of my experience that you can use, hopefully, to build your leadership skills and thrive and develop in this complex environment. First, is essential to understand the VUCA world itself. So as a leader, are you kind of aware of the challenges of VUCA? So leaders who are aware of the challenges of VUCA can therefore develop the skills and the competencies needed to lead effectively in this environment. So understanding, I suppose, the 4 elements of VUCA and how they impact your company, your business, your department, your employees is the first step towards developing a VUCA-ready leadership style. So the second element is you should be comfortable with uncertainty and ambiguity. In a VUCA world, it is impossible to have all the answers. So leaders really who can embrace ambiguity and uncertainty can make informed decisions in the absence of what? Of complete information. And this is ambiguity and uncertainty gives us. We don't have all the information we need for whatever reasons. Third, I suppose, is innovation and experimentation are important to success in a VUCA world. So with the coaching work I do, the most successful leaders are those who encourage their teams to try new things and take calculated risks. And those leaders can stay ahead of the competition and they can create new opportunities for growth. The fourth element is building resilience and adaptability in yourself and in your team. Look, in a VUCA world, unexpected events, black swan events, as we know, can occur at any time. So, and leaders and business owners who can adapt and pivot quickly are more likely to succeed. As Charles Darwin said, and how relevant is this today, in the future is not the strongest or the smartest of the species that will survive, but the one who is more adaptable to change. So as a leader, as a business owner, as a CEO, can you adapt? Can you pivot quickly? And finally, communication. Clear, frequent, concise communication is critical. Leaders who communicate effectively can reduce confusion. As a business owner, you don't want confusion. You don't want the negative confusion. You see, there is a difference between momentum and confusion. In your company or in your department, you should have momentum, not confusion. Confusion is not good. You don't want your employees to feel confused because confusion creates uncertainty. And when people feel uncertain about your company or about your department, they will start looking for other places to work. So leaders who communicate effectively reduce confusion, eliminate misunderstanding, which means build trust with their teams and create a shared vision for success. You see, people need to see vision in order to follow. And I know if you're running a business, being able to have a 5-year vision plan right now might not be feasible. You might not know yourself, but at least 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, as far as you can stretch, share vision with your people. Tell them, this is where we are, this is where we're planning to go, and this is the steps we're going to take to go there. You should infuse confidence in your people, especially in VUCA times. So leading in a VUCA world is not easy. requires a set of skills and competencies that go beyond the traditional leadership toolkit. You know, as Marshall Goldsmith said in his book, what got you here, it will not get you there. So by embracing ambiguity, encouraging innovation and experimentation, building resilience and adaptability, and communicating clearly and frequently, leaders, managers, C-suite executives, business owners, anyone here, anyone really that is here on a responsible position that is leading others, by following all that, leaders can navigate the challenges of VUCA and can build successful organizations. Because it's not easy, you see, it's not easy. It's not easy. And as I always say, most work issues are people issues. Therefore, if you know how to deal with people, you know how to run a business. The COVID pandemic has brought about a significant shift in the way we work, in the way we communicate, in the way we interact with others. So as a result, the traditional management skills and leadership approach that may have been effective in the past may no longer work. With hybrid and remote work becoming the norm, leaders, shall be more empathetic and adaptable to meet the unique challenges of a post-pandemic world. So, as a leader, are you embracing ambiguity? Are you encouraging innovation and experimentation? Are you building resilience and adaptability to yourself, first of all, and then to others? And then are you communicating clearly and frequently? And this is some food for thought for you. So thank you for joining me today in this really quick live, and I hope you found this talk informative and useful. Feel free to leave any questions or comments in the chat, and I will be happy to address them. Thank you, and see you again. Take care. Bye for now.